Hi there guys, Sam here. Welcome to another video where I go through the top 5 reasons why I have a manual Golf R. So I'll get straight into the video really. So yes, you join me once again for another video. Once again, as always, thanks so much for the support to the channel. Again, if you're not familiar, please check out my past videos. Plenty of Mark 7 Golf R content. Looking forward to the Mark 8 Golf R coming out as well, along with a bit of fast forward and Porsche content in between. And if you have enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for plenty more content to come. And actually also share, because it makes such a huge difference to actually share the content to someone who might find this useful. Potentially on VW forums or something like that. Someone who could really use this information. And as always, get involved in the comments. You know, I love that kind of engagement. Trying to build up a little bit of a community as I've always done with the channel. So yes, let's get into the top 5 reasons. So in no sort of particular order for this one. Number 1 has to be engagement. I think from a lot of like test drives and experiences with Mark 7 Golf R's, the one thing that I noticed the most is it's so composed and it's so assured of itself. It makes things quite easy basically. The 4-wheel drive system makes things quite simple and you're able to put your power down quite easily. And also it's very refined. It's a very sure-footed car and I like that about that, to be honest with you, because it makes it a great daily for me. But I certainly wanted that little bit more engagement, particularly coming from a Fiesta ST, which I loved, like going around the back roads in the UK on. It was brilliant to have a little bit more control of the car. Just even basic things, having a manual gearbox enables you to do that. So yeah, just as simple as that. The first reason is engagement. Number 2, now for me it has to be price, and this was possibly right up there with one of the main reasons when I was looking for a Golf R. A DSG variant in the UK, even on the used market, tends to be sort of about £2,000 more. I think new for new, it's around about that price as well when the Mark 7 was sold. And yeah, it was a little bit out of my price range, to be honest, to go that far. And I didn't necessarily feel like I was gaining that much. You know, I know I've got a lot of Golf R owners on this channel. You know, absolutely nothing wrong with the DSG gearbox at all. But yeah, price is certainly a big factor, and yeah, it just enabled me to get myself into a really great 2017 Golf R. So yeah, price definitely has to be the number 2 reason. Number 3 has to be the performance. Even with a manual gearbox, you're still able to sort of put down that 296 brake horsepower, 280 pounds-foot of torque. It never felt slow. It felt really, really fast, particularly from my progression in cars, coming from a 200 brake horsepower ST to then a 300 brake horsepower Golf R. And the performance was all still there, and particularly in line with the competition of potentially other manual gearbox cars like the Focus RS, which I did test drive as well. I never felt like it was that much slower. Okay, it was 45 brake horsepower down, but it never really felt it. It actually felt a little bit lighter on its feet than the Focus RS, and that is actually because the Focus RS does weigh a fair bit more than certainly my car, my 3-door manual Golf R. And yeah, with the competition at the time and the test drives that I did of it, it never dented the performance and it never took away the smile on my face, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's certainly the 3rd reason. The 4th reason is a little bit of exclusivity actually, because I wanted something that was a little bit more unique to me. Now there are thousands and thousands of Golf Rs out there all around the world, to be honest with you, obviously sold in the States, over in America, over in Germany, most of Europe, Australia and the UK, which is another big market for VW. But particularly in the UK, probably about 90% of cars are DSG. You don't actually see too many manuals around. And also the fact that VW and most manufacturers kind of killed off the 3-door car. So there's not that many sort of 3-door manuals sort of knocking around, particularly when I purchased the car when it was only 2 or 3 months old on just over 1,000 miles. It felt like a nice time to kind of get into it because it felt a little bit more exclusive in that sense. And actually, from the outside, a lot of people might be fooled that it's a DSG because, to be honest, they look exactly the same. So you can kind of fool people into thinking that potentially you have a higher spec Golf, which I always liked, and it's just a little bit different to what's out there from a car which ultimately is quite common. The 5th reason, and the greatest reason why you should probably buy a car, and again the reason why I love my Fiesta ST so much, is fun. It's got to be fun. You've got to take it on a blast, and it's got to be great fun. And the manual gearbox enables that. You can get through the gears even when you're going slow. You're sticking to UK speed limits or whatever. You can have fun. You can rev match up and down the box. You can push the car a little bit more. You know, like I said, it's a very composed car, but ultimately it's up to you to get the gear changes right, and that's quite a cool thing to do. And that's something that is just always going to be inconsistent. You're never going to get it 100% right all the time, and it's just a whole load of fun. And I've done so many videos in the back catalogue over the last few years on this Mark 7 Golf R. I'll put a fun drive just on the link up there to check out. But yeah, it's certainly the fifth reason is fun. It's a great car to have and own, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, there's my top 5 reasons why I have a manual Golf R. I hope you've enjoyed it. As I've said, please share, like and subscribe. I really hope you're enjoying this content. Like I said before, I'm trying to do a video a day, certainly until lockdown's over in the UK. Really do appreciate the support, and you never know, might be able to get to 1,000 subscribers by mid-May, which would be quite interesting, because that's looking like potentially when lockdown restrictions might start easing in the UK anyway. So it'd be quite nice to sort of hit that kind of milestone. But that's all up to you guys really, if you're enjoying the content. As I said, thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. It's Monday lunchtime here in the UK, so I'm off to have some lunch before editing the video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Cheers guys.